She grabs a chair and wheels it over to where Ash is propped up against the wall. She leans down and grabs Ash's collar with both hands. With surprising ease, she lifts him up and throws him into the leather chair.
There you go, Taj. Do your magic.
Ash hears the brrrap from a roll of duct tape.
Look at me, Ash. I know you can hear me.
He remains motionless as Taji unrolls gray tape around his torso, fastening him to the office chair.
So we're going to make you nice and comfy here in this chair. And what we do after that is up to you. If you want to act like a Neanderthal, like how you did in the basement earlier, this is what the rest of your short-ass life is going to be filled with.
Without saying another word, she jabs the prongs of a stun gun into Ash's neck and lets her rip. The current flows through his body. He convulses and shakes, and then it stops.
Heroic boys get punished, Ashley. But if you behave like a civilized human being, I'll make sure to keep you content and comfortable for as long as I can.
The mountain of a man finished binding his feet and moved to his arms and hands. She waves the implement in his face with it buzzing with electricity.
Don't forget.
She returns to her desk. Taji finishes the tape job and pulls out a small flashlight to shine into Ash's eyes.
How are you feeling? Oh, the silent treatment, huh?
He gives Ash a few light slaps on each side of his face.
He's coming out of it. What are you planning to do with this kid?
You don't need to worry about that. As long as he stays put, he's fine where he is.
Taji scans the security monitors. He's been watching her and Blondie run in circles on and off for the past 30 minutes. Her activity has not gone unnoticed. Ash has been watching the monitors as well. Yoko-chan goes back to her work, grinding this into powder and weighing out 5 grams of that, oblivious to her immediate surroundings. Ash notices the wedge that divides these two. The woman seems to bark orders to the man who's already aware of what he's supposed to be doing.
But he's putting up with it. She must either be his boss or his girlfriend. I'm gonna guess boss. But if she's the boss, why hasn't he reported that Ichi and Hiro are running around the halls?
What's the success ratio looking like for tonight?
100% Taji. Why would you even ask?
Because as of right now, it's a lot lower than 100%, and I'm tired of cleaning up after the mess you two keep leaving after the ritual.
Ritual?
A few minutes go by in silence, and Ash hasn't seen any more activity from his friend on the monitors. The giant stands from his chair.
Yoko, I need to take a lap. Don't forget about your guest there. I won't be here to watch him.
That's fine. Go.
Wiggle your toe, Ash.
He thinks to himself, struggling with every fiber of his being to regain control of his body, and he twitches his toe. Like a baby monkey clinging on for dear life as its mother swings from tree to tree, Ichi's fingers remain dug into Hiro. Her body trembling and teeth chattering.
What did I do to deserve such affection?
She spends another minute clung onto him before she finally loosens her grip. Hiro looks on, waiting for an explanation.
We need to keep moving.
She gathers her belongings and slings her pack over her shoulder.
Come on, Hiro. I need you to do something.
She leads him to a rectangular inset in the wall. She pulls a lever, and a metal door slides open, revealing a small compartment.
A dumbwaiter.
Yes, Hiro.
But you said...
I said, what, Hiro? That there are no trash chutes? I need you to pull this lever for me. It will bring me down to the next level. Then you're going to call it back up and cram your lumbering ass into this box. Knock 3 times when you're in, and I'll call it down to where I will be.
I don't think I'm going to fit in there, Ichi.
If I can fit, then so can you.
She slides butt first into the compartment, folds her body in half, and squeezes her legs in one at a time.
See, Hiro? Piece of cake. Give me my bag. Okay, pull the lever. See you later.
The hatch shuts, and an electric motor can be heard struggling to lower the box to the next station.
That doesn't sound good. What's the weight capacity on this thing? Let's see. Here's the panel. The max weight is 40 pounds. I wish I didn't look for it.
The metal crate reaches its destination. but the door doesn't open.
Shit.
She slides her fingers between the door and pries it open, throws her bag onto the floor, and evacuates her body from its tiny cell. Not unlike a baby giraffe being born, haphazardly falling 6 feet from its mother's orifice and impacting the ground with a less than graceful thud. She gathers herself and sends the dumbwaiter back to Hiro. The panel slides open for him and he hesitatingly stares at the box.
You're going to pay for this, Ichi. Every single fucking thing, Ichi.
He follows her lead and slides in butt first. He manages to cram his entire frame into the small box. Knock, knock, knock. He gives the signal, but nothing happens. Bang, bang, bang! He gives the signal again. Nothing.
I better take a look around before the oaf gets down here. I can get a pretty good vantage point from just beyond that doorway.
She slithers along the wall like a shadow fleeing from the sun. She turns left and hurries down the wall to the doorway.
All right, easy peasy.
She clears left from inside the room and pokes her head around the right side of the doorway. Smack! An enormous hand smacks down on the top of her head. She's grabbed by the hair and steered back into the hall. She is slammed into the concrete corner.
Passive-aggressive much?
You have 10 seconds to explain yourself.
What do you mean? What's your problem?
I mean, you and Blondie touring the facility. 5 seconds.
Okay. Look, Taj, I need to leave. I have to go. Like, forever.
He keeps a straight face, but she knows that hearing that was a dagger to the gut, with a twist.
Leave the kid here.
I would, but...
She thinks.
Taji, I can't explain, but I can't leave him here.
He stares down at her thin frame. He slowly shakes his head in disappointment.
2 things, Taj. A, that whole mess was your fault. And number 2, just let me go and you'll never have to see me again.
She wraps her long arms around his massive torso.
I'm sorry.
He hugs her back.
Turn around. March.
What are you doing?
Stop talking.
He walks her back to the dumbwaiter and pulls the lever. The lift is called and the door opens. To her surprise, it's empty.
Get in.
No! Fuck that!
He grabs her collar and slams her slender frame into the wall.
Get the fuck in.
He pushes her towards the tiny elevator. She begins to climb in. Before she's even pulled her legs in, he pulls the lever.
Wait, what am I supposed to... You fucker!
She arrives back in the kitchen and climbs out of the dumbwaiter. Hiro is laying down in the spot where he was previously sitting.
What? You're not gonna yell at me for not staying in the dumbwaiter?
Crash! A loud bang and a high-pitched zip can be heard. The dumbwaiter drops to the level below with a smash! A huge cloud of dust is blasted out of the opening. The dust begins to settle. Hiro is still laying on the floor. As the dust clears, Hiro notices something dangling in his face. A lanyard? With a keycard hanging from the end of it.